Good afternoon, welcome back to Expat Crib. My name is Ian and I made a big mistake. I miss this neighborhood. It's been 2 years since I've been here and possibly it could have made my top 5. Let's go take a look. All right, here we go. So we are in Ciudad del Rio, which, like I said, I can't believe I haven't been here for 2 years and I can't believe how far this neighborhood has come. Wasn't even on my top 5. I just had a really good coffee right there at Pergamino. Truth be known, I was actually at the opening of the very first Pergamino. I believe it was 2012. I'll have to check my Google Photos. So this is Ciudad del Rio. It actually reminds me of a lot of the area I used to live in Vancouver called Yaletown. And I believe the city planner from Vancouver actually may have been involved in this, but let me do my fact checking, okay? And I'll get back to you on that, but I think he had something to do with this. So it's lunchtime here in Ciudad del Rio, so everyone's lining up for lunch. It often gets busy this time of day, and fact be known, for the Paisas and I believe majority of Colombians, lunchtime is the most important meal of the day. I know with a lot of my friends it is. So this neighborhood is a master plan community, and there are many residential and office towers going in this area here. And like I say, it's really filled in since the 2 years I've been here. I came down the other day just to get a look at it again, and I can't believe how far it's come. So you can see sight lines, looks like a little city here. And this is actually Lower Poblado, just for reference. And yeah, it's really filled in with a lot of nice restaurants here, a lot of the Colombian favorites. And yeah, it's like a happening place. So we're going to do a cruise throughout the neighborhood there. As you can see, this is a franchise that's popular in Colombia, Firehouse. Let's take a walk right through here. Again, it's lunchtime here. Quite a crowd for a Wednesday afternoon. A lot of these people here are office workers. Again, Ciudad del Rio is filled with office space and also a lot of residential buildings in this area. Good old subway. All right, so we are actually just approaching the main street here, which is Avenida Las Vegas. As I've said in many other videos here, Medellin seems to pick names of other places. You've got everything here from Buenos Aires to Vancouver. There's a building called Montreal. Everything here is from somewhere else, it seems. So, as I said, this is the main avenue, Las Vegas, right here. We're gonna go back into Ciudad del Rio here. And right here, if you look way up, one of the budget hotels here, but it's still a nice hotel. Hotel Ibis. These hotels are popular all over the world. And now we're gonna head into the main section of Ciudad del Rio here. They've done a really nice job of the streets, by the way. And right across the road there is the Modern Museum. We'll cross over. And as you can see, in this area here, there are many residential buildings. It reminds me a lot of Vancouver, a lot of Yaletown. Very, very similar in a lot of ways. Right across the way there, there's a little park area. Right here, there's a really nice little bookstore. I have to admit, I was wrong about this area. This is probably, it's flat in this area, so this is probably, if you're gonna look at a neighborhood here, it's one of the most walkable neighborhoods in the city. Another reason why, as you can see, everyone's lining up for crepes and waffles. Favorite lunch spot. As I was saying, this neighborhood is very walkable. And one of the reasons I am doing this tour is one of my subscribers requested, I'll see if I can find it, that I do a walking tour in this area. And again, it was a smart call on his part. He said he wanted to see the Vera district. So here we are. I aim to please. So this here is the Modern Museum of Colombia. I think I can walk through here. Again, I just want you to see here all the new construction. So if you want the new center of the city of Medellin, this is probably it. So right there is the entrance to the Modern Museum. Store just outside. One of the other reasons why I probably discounted this area is because this is the lower part of the city, so it tends to be a little warmer here. So if you're gonna live in one of these buildings, you probably should have aircon. Again, it's really gotten warmer over the years here in Medellin. When I first got here, it was very similar to the place that I live now, just outside of the city in El Retiro. But it's definitely got warmer. There's a Medellin favorite, Ganso and Castor. A lot of nice areas here for walking. Highly walkable neighborhood. Dog lover city. So as you can see, there's a lot of medical staff in this area. There's a major hospital located right here, which is another big plus for this area. You even have a little climbing wall here in the park, as you can see. Let's keep moving. Got a lot of ground to cover. Some beautiful graffiti in the area. Done a really nice job of this park. Again, sad that I discounted it a couple years ago, but it's really turned out to be an amazing space for sure. And there's still a lot of buildings that are going up in this area. So much park space in this area. They've done a great job of putting in shaded areas. And there's a lot of security down in this area, as you can see, which keeps everything safe. A lot of dining spaces. Looks like an Italian pizzeria. Just going to show you over here where there's another new project. There's a lot of projects going on here. We'll put a couple in the descriptions if you're into buying new. And it's always a very good decision to check the track record of the builders here. You don't want to get into a bad project, but we know a lot of the good builders here that deliver their projects. So as you can see, another new project going in right there. And you can see they put in a lot of really nice biking, scooter friendly walkways here. Get a closer look at this project. So this one here, I think the one across the street's a different name, but this one here is called Ciudad del Río. Really close to the Modern Art Museum, as they advertise there. Let's keep going. So shame on me for not showing this, but as I reiterated a few times here, I can't believe how far this place has come. Great area, very dog friendly, and right over here you can see it's still got some industrial areas here, which again was like Vancouver in the 80s, that had a lot of industrial areas in the False Creek area. And again, this reminds me a lot of Falls Creek, minus the minus the ocean, because we're in Medellin. Let's keep going through this area here. And it looks very dog friendly. So over here you've got the skater park. Looks like, yeah, they put in a little skate bowl here, as you can see. It's going to drop in. Beautiful area. Very family friendly. All right, let's keep going. Look at this. They even have a outdoor gym. Very nice. So this looks like a lineal park that stretches all the way down amongst the residential buildings here. Really, really nice. Super peaceful in here too. It actually, I'm a little surprised. It's a warm day, but there's a lot of shade here, so it's a little cooler in this area, which is nice. Again, it's the reason why I've kind of discounted this area anywhere in the lower parts of the city. And this is in the lower part of the city, adjacent to the river that runs through Medellin. Tends to be a little warmer. So about 3-4 years ago, I decided the city of eternal spring is now the city of eternal summer, or at least that's the way it feels to me. So I headed east up the mountains where it's a little bit cooler, where I like the weather a lot more. But they've really done a good job here of creating or preserving green spaces, and at the same time built some really nice residential areas here. So this is the Raw Spa Cafe. A great place to bring your dog. You can bring your dog to this area and have a really good coffee, as you can see right here. Super nice. So you've got really nice dog-friendly cafes and bars and restaurants right along this green space here. So if you're a dog lover in the city, this might be the place. On the other side of the outdoor gym here. So if you're someone who likes city life, you don't mind the heat, again, Medellin's nothing like Cartagena, other parts of Colombia. It's still moderate temperature for the most part. But again, for myself, a little bit warm. But if you want to be in the new center of the city of Medellin, I hazard to guess that Ciudad del Río is probably the place. Again, really nice streets here, dog friendly, has a real city vibe, a lot like, reminds me of Vancouver, minus all the rain. Although when it rains here, it rains fast and hard and then it's done. We're actually technically in rainy season right now in April, March and April. But again, it only rains for a little bit during the day. Not all day. So, more restaurants and stores in this area. And it looks like a hairdressing place there. Remember, if you have any questions, definitely put them in the comments. Happy to reply. I try to reply to all the comments. I'm a small channel now, so it's actually fairly easy to do. So right here, you've got a fruit market, as you can see. Looks like the actual tienda, normal tienda. And here you have, I believe this is an Éxito Junior. So you have a grocery store right in the middle of everything here. Oh yeah. Éxodo Express. So we're approaching the main area here. There you go. We got the grocery store right in the middle here. Conveniently located. And then right across the street there's a hospital, Clínica del Prado. As you can see, right up here, you've got a hospital right in the center of everything. Very convenient. Looks like Ciudad del Río has everything. Definitely has dogs. Cross over here. All right, we're going to head back to the thoroughfare of Avenida Las Vegas, which runs right through the city. Right over there, a new landmark, Pharmatodo, which is a really big drugstore, like in the United States, CVS, I believe. In Canada, Shoppers Drug Mart or London Drugs. In my neck of the woods of Vancouver. So they've got everything there at Pharmatodo that you would need. Not only pharmaceuticals, but also milk, butter, groceries. They seem to have everything at that store. And then here you have Tostado, which is the Colombian version of Starbucks on a budget. So this area here seems to be really spreading out. This used to be all industrial. And I think it's just a matter of time before, even across the road there, that's right over this way here is a really nice area of restaurants. And right over there you can see there are car dealerships. And Banco Colombia, which is, I believe, the biggest bank in Colombia, right here. Have their own branch. Actually, that area right there, I believe, is just cajeros or bank machines, ATMs. Let's take a little bit of a detour here. Again, another string of restaurants, as you can see. Really nice area. Lots of choices. This seems to be a very popular restaurant now. Pegasus. Never shortage of pharmacies in this area. It's got to be at least 10. And again, for all the pet lovers, no shortage of pet stores either. Another coffee roaster right there. Libertario Cafe. There you go. What a beautiful cafe. I believe this is residential, or this could be a commercial building here. Definitely across the street there is residential. And along this boulevard here. Yes, I believe this is a office building. So there's still some remaining projects to be built here. And this is one that I believe the subscriber asked me to take a look at. So let's see if I can get in and take a look. There's at least, I would say, 5 to 10 projects still underway here. Let's take a look at this one here. If we can get in. They might be closed for lunch. Let's take a look. So I was lucky. I got in to Vera. We are going to see the showroom here. Again, if you need more info, you can contact us through expatcrib.com/contact and we can help you out, or you're seeing this so you could go direct to their own website. But let's take a look at this sample apartment here in Ciudad del Rio. So there's a lot of projects like this here. And again, as you can see, this one's called Vera. So for my subscriber who wanted to see the project I aim to please, you're now seeing this project. But it's good for me to see it too, because I've never seen this one. So we were in the showroom here. Again, these are really tiny apartments. Your box in the sky in the city of Medellin. These are kind of the size of the new apartments in Vancouver too, where I come from. Small boxes, but conveniently located. Oh, got a nice size walk-in closet here, and bonus, a principal bedroom, bathroom. Very nice. So if you want to be in the heart of the action, there are several new projects being built here. And this is a showroom for one of them. Very important here, aircon. I think a lot of these buildings now have aircon. Very important. So this project will probably be 3 or 4 years, possibly 2.5, depends. Here in Colombia, they get, I believe, 40 to 60% of these sold before they start, which is a good thing. And the other thing, as I say, you always want to make sure there's a fiduciary behind these projects like Bancolombia, Da Vivienda, or Alianza before you proceed with these newer projects. So here you can see is the project. There's the website address, but if you need help, again, just contact us. All right, so we got in. We got to see Project Vera. So another example, right across the road there on that other corner, is another big project I saw the other day called River Park Active Living, as you can see. And that one is on this plot of land right here. And then right across the road here, we have another beautiful project called Ciudad del Río and Florencia del Rio. As you can see, these two buildings here will be joined. This one is done or close to done. And then the other one over here, still under construction. I'm sure in the middle here, like a lot of the new developments, they have some really nice amenities. That's the great thing about the small apartments in this area, is they tend to have really good amenities. So and over there is the established part of Poblado. I believe that is La Linde area, or Castropol. The two of those neighborhoods meet each other, which I've shown in a previous video. But as you can see, if you're a city person and you love new, Ciudad del Rio is probably the place you want to come to. If you're going to come to the heart of the city of Medellin and you like walkability, I have to say, this is probably, in Poblado, the most walkable area. Again, it's a little warmer down here, as I've said, but for walkability, for cyclability, and for great streets and sidewalks, this is probably the place you want to come to. Again, I think I might have some info on this place here, River Park, but you can always look it up online. And right over here, what I love about the city is they have a series of these areas where you can get a city bike. You can sign them out here. I know they have a program. And you can ride them all over the city. And you've got your own biking lanes right here, as you can see. So my timing is perfect today. One last look at the Vera project that's going in right here. It's just beginning to rain. Hope you've enjoyed this little neighborhood tour. Well, this is actually kind of like a little city neighborhood of Ciudad del Rio. Again, probably made a big mistake not showing this area off before, but as I've said, it's been a couple years since I've been down here, and you know what, I would probably fit this in my top 5. So this is Ian from Expat Crib, and we will see you in the next video.